Welcome everyone to a very special casted game of Age of Empires 4. Today we've got the mega random nomad 8-player FFA featuring 8 of the very best players in the world. And in the northwest, playing in teal, we have got Core playing as the Japanese. In the northeast, playing in yellow, we've got Averley playing as the Byzantines. And in the southeast, playing in green, we have got the Lion playing as Zushi's Legacy. And in the south, playing in orange, we've got Urk also playing as Zushi's Legacy. I should say Juicy's Legacy, actually. Yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister. I'll get used to it. And in red, got Myriad, yet to place his town centre with 3 villagers going across the map. Uh-oh. He's going to lose a villager. Oh, that's a terrible start. He's lost a villager. He's playing as the Japanese in red. That's a terrible start. We're going to have to catch up with him and see how he ends up doing. That's not a good start. Not a good start. On the west side, in pink, we've got Fitzbro playing as the Order of the Dragon. And in the northeast, playing in blue, it's Numadan as the Byzantines. And last but not least, playing in purple, we've got Beasty QT playing as the Ayubids. Welcome everyone. Get your snacks, get your popcorn, get your drinks. FFA, Nomad, Mega Random, usually is a banger. And, well, interesting spawn. We've got a lot. Wait a minute. Numadan with a crazy spawn. He's got so much fishing to be had, right? Oh, what a great map for him. But he is quite close to Averley there in yellow. It's probably going to be his first opponent or enemy to face up against, but he's going to be having a strong economy, that's for sure, Numadan. On the west side, well, Core, we've casted an FFA recently with him, and a lot of these players as well, incidentally. He always seems to have really good spawns, like away from everyone. So he's got the same today in the northwest. We shall see what he ends up being able to do with that. Now, Myriad, he is starting to get his town centre built, but only with 2 villagers. It's actually in a decent spot in terms of so much gold, so much stone, and deer pack and berries. Not much. I mean, there is wood around. It's going to have to travel a little bit. I mean, this is a crazy spawn for him. It's actually not too terrible, but he is kind of sandwiched in between 3 players. You've got Beasty in the south, and you got the Lion in the east and Fitzbro on the west. So it might be a bit tricky for him. Fitzbro also going to be getting a decent spawn, I got to say. There's lots of fishing to be had. And it's not immediately noticeable. Like, they're going to have to scout this pretty heavily, right? It could be potentially contested by Core, but it doesn't really need to. He's got his own pond. And this fish will last him a decent amount. There's 3 deep water fish, is there? Oh, no, these are shore fish, to be fair. There's only 1 deep water fish. But I mean, still, it's a good start. It's a good start. Fitzbro going out to shorefish, rather. And why wouldn't you, as the Order of the Dragon? Now, I think this is going to be an interesting one. I think we've seen Fitzbro do pretty well in FFAs before, and hopefully we'll do the same today. Beasty, we've definitely seen do well. With the Ayubids, could be an interesting one. It'd be interesting to see what wing he goes for, right? Because there's 8 different options he can go for. Obviously, we haven't seen the Ayubids all that much. I mean, you haven't seen any of the new civilizations all that much, because obviously the DLC's only come out today. And we did have a bit of a preview access, which we got to experience some of the options they could get, but we'll see. We didn't obviously get to see all that many games. The Jushi Legacy. Now, this is an interesting civilization, I think. They're going to be able to boom quite heavily. Not quite as much as, say, the regular Chinese, because they don't get the access to faster producing town centers from the Song Dynasty. But they'll definitely have a strong army composition, get access to grenadiers, and they get access to a Yuan Raider as well. That could be kind of interesting. It's a new unit for Jushi's Legacy. Myriad, the Japanese, could we see some shinobi? Probably unlikely. I mean, to be fair, the Cocker Township could be pretty good. It's got not much space to get the safe Cura storehouse, I've got to say. Everything is pretty close to each other in terms of resources. You'd need a good space for that. Might struggle. We've got Averley just booming away. Now, the Byzantines, they seem like a civilization that would do really well with FFAs, primarily because of the olive oil. They get the mercenaries, and it's such a strong kind of business for them, really, I guess, a mechanic, because they don't have to rely as heavily on gold as, say, some of the other civilizations. Kind of reminds you of the English, right? Like how they get sort of a farming or olive grove in this case, and how it gets them 2 resources, food and olive oil, and they can trade the olive oil for mercenaries, of course. The Japanese on the west with Core booming away, fish booming. Let's see what Numadan's up to, because he must have a really strong boom by now. Only 1 dock, and he's playing the Byzantines as well, so this could be favourable for Numadan, gotta say. The question is, who ends up being attacked first? Now, positionally wise, Beasty's got a problem to deal with, and it is going to be Urk he's got to deal with, I think. Question is, does he do something aggressive? Does he do something drastic? We'll have to see. A fast castle is an option here for Beasty. He's got the access to berries and a decent gold pile there. And he might end up getting the growth from the economic wing just to get that little bit of a villager boost. We'll have to see. He's gone for the dock in the south. He does have a bit of a fish boom as well. Not too bad because he's got one deep water fish, but he's also got quite a few shore fishes. He might probably just mill this because he probably won't want to cancel any. We'll have to see. Well, anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying the content on the channel recently. I have released some build orders which actually didn't do as well on the channel that I thought it might do. I think obviously a lot of people were interested in casted games, which is actually fantastic. I mean, that's kind of what I like to do these days. I thought I'd add some build orders for those guys who actually do play Age of Empires 4 a bit more and might be interested. But yeah, I mean, I think for now, really, I guess from now on in, I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on casting because it's actually what you guys seemingly want to see. So, I mean, that's pretty cool because that's what I love to do anyway. I've got the Minework Palace coming up with the Order of Dragon. No real surprises there. The Archon Chapel not really going to scale all that well for Fitzbro. I think in generally in FFA, Nomad, and long games. And he will have some good technologies here to maybe he can use to his advantage. The Archon Chapel for the Order of the Dragon only gives it a 10% boost in terms of gather speed, and considering he's got access to water, he's probably not going to be placing all that much in terms of farms around it. So I think it's a good choice here for him, considering the map generation and spawn for sure. In the northwest, the Japanese with core. Interested to see what he decides to go up with. Getting a forge now nicely. And one thing to think about with the Japanese as well, actually, they do technically have a potential infinite source of gold from the forges. And if they can get the Yorishiro from their landmark, the Castle Age landmark, I think it's the floating gate one. Yeah, it's the floating gate one. They can deposit the Yorishiro inside the forge and get the passive gold generation through that. So that's definitely something that bodes well for them in the late game, especially because they can use the late game Imperial Age landmark to get the Azutsu, an incredibly strong unit in the late game. Has splash damage, is like an anti-siege infantry. It's absolutely a sight to see, and they can really mass them up because you get them as free tickets. So you can get like a landmark that gives you free tickets to spawn siege units like that. Also get nested. Not nested bees. I have to think about the options. No, it's just Ribald Quinn that's unlocked, Azutsu, and Bombards most likely. But actually, no, I'm not sure if they get the Bombards, the Japanese. You know, we'll come back to that. Hopefully they'll get into the Imperial Age and we'll talk about that. In any case, we've got the Imperial Hippodrome for Averley playing in yellow. And I think this is a nice choice because obviously you want to get access to the Triumph ability for the cavalry, especially if you're playing a late game. I think, of course, he doesn't really have any barriers around him, so from boosting up the olive oil from berries is not going to be all that helpful. I mean, olive groves will be a thing still. Looking to get that water level up with the cisterns. Now, if you're not aware, I mean, you probably know all about these cisterns and mechanics by now, but you get a nice gather speed addition with the village under the influence of the cisterns. So it's 5% now. Once it gets the water level to level 2, it will be 10% and it increases so on and so forth. And you do get 3 activatable kind of toggles. You've got Conscriptio to increase military production speed depending on the water level. You know, the higher water level, the more speed you get. You've got Dialecticus for research, and you've got Presidium to reduce the building damage sustained. Now, this is actually a really good mechanic. Acritoi defense, just to equip your villagers with stronger weapons. Gives them, I think, 10 attack, and gives them the extra armor for 30 seconds. Makes them a bit more tanky and more capable of dealing against damage. Now, in the northeast, it's going to be the Imperial Hippodrome. Same for Numadan. He feels the same option is probably beneficial for him. And in the south, Beasty getting that Golden Age Tier 1 for the Ayubids. That will be giving him a good boost to his village gather speed, 10%. Now, you might notice that there is a 5-tier House of Wisdom Golden Age here for the Ayubids. It's only 3 for the Abbasids. Bit of a difference there for sure. And of course, we've got 8 different options. Now, we actually went up. We didn't see it. I think it might be growth, but anyway. It's going to go up to the Castle Age at a very fast time. It's going to go up with the Culturing Advancement, which is actually going to give him a quicker time to the Castle Age, right? He senses he needs some aggression. And why not? It's very heavily on gold. So it looks like he might be getting for a Gulam rush. Yeah, there we are. There, the barracks, right? You kind of expect it. It's getting the blacksmith for upgrades as well. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some iron undermesh rather coming in. Yeah, that's exactly one that he queues up. The first one. It's going to do some raiding. It's going to dive underneath town centers and burn them down as best he can. On the southeast, Jushi's Legacy's got to be careful, right? He's going to go for the second town center. And he's not really equipped at all to deal with a fast castle Gulam rush. Does have an Imperial official that's kind of idle there, unfortunately for him. Just needs to get back to work. It's lazy bones. The other Jushi's Legacy is going for just a 1 town center play for now. It's just a bit further behind, right? It's an interesting one. Okay, well, let's get the resources counter up. Let's see what's happening. Myriad getting to that feud ledge just now, which is a really rough situation, right? He did actually go for the Cura storehouse, but you can see how far away he had to place it, right? But the good thing is it does have garrisonable spots. So I can garrison 8 units in there, which is going to be helpful for, you know, obviously defensive aspects of things. Beasty starting to produce those gulams. Yeah, it's going to start trickling them in, or maybe not. It's going to group them together and then force out. He does want to kind of alert his opponents, right? He wants them to kind of get a mass together and then fight all together. Herc taking that gold, I mean, that's actually a bad spawn for him. He doesn't really have access to gold. That's a big trouble for him. He's going to go for a third town center as well. This could be bad. Like, if Beasty starts to attack him, it's going to be game over. He just does not have the capability of dealing with this gulam. Maybe he thought he was alone. I don't know if he spotted that. I mean, we'll have to see. Did he spot that he's going to be... I mean, yeah, I mean, he knows about it, right? I think he knows about it. In any case, he's going to be under pressure now. And will we see our first casualty of the game? And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. He surrenders immediately. I mean, he's pretty dead, right? There's not much he can do about it. And yeah, the fast castle there for Beastie takes him out. And it does mean that the thing is, these villagers... Oh, interestingly enough, the villagers aren't gathering resources there. Actually, once upon a time in Age of Empires 4, when you surrender, the villagers used to still work and actually extract gold, because that would be terrible for the lion if that was the case. So the lion will want to have access to that gold for sure. And do you know what? It could even try and wallow these villagers. That could be really great for the economy for Beastie if he decides to do that. Might head north though instead. He's got a dervish. Does he have access to a relic? He does. Is he gonna wallow? He really should. But there we are. We are down to the final 7. Didn't take long, did it? There we are. It's heading north. It looks like Myriad is going to be his next opponent, and that's a bit of a... Oh, it's a bit unfortunate for Myriad, right? Because he really had a bad start to start off with, like with the two villagers trying to get that town center up, and yeah, this is looking dicey. They're going to dive in. There's not many villagers that are going to be able to garrison inside the town center. Only 4, and yeah, the Cura storehouse might have to store those villagers for now. It's going to be a destruction on this wood line. Got to get out of there. I mean, he's not going to have textiles, right? I doubt it. I mean, does have... yeah, he's just going to have to garrison now. His economy is going to be idle for a very long time. Oof, this is bad. Yeah, Beastie's pumping. He's pumping units, heading across, and he's looking in a strong position, got to say. Especially because he's in the corner, right? He's going to be relatively untouched with these 2 players going out. Now, this does mean that, you know, there are some players heading out onto the east side water. We've got the lion there on the water. We do have Averley as well, so he's not giving up this water at all, for sure. Might be seeing some engagements here with Numadan. Interestingly enough, Numadan does have the 2 docks, so I don't know if he spots that's happening in the eastern corner. He probably doesn't know it's happening, right? Otherwise he'd probably be challenged that. Fitzborough getting into the castle age now. Just Myriad, the only player that's not going to be in the castle age at the moment, and probably never will be, actually, to be totally honest. He does have the upgrade to his town centre, Daimyo Manor. But this town centre is idled and it's being torched down, and with that going down, that's going to spell problems for him, that's for sure. Fitzborough minding his own business, and it looks like Core did actually expand on the west side waters as well. Doesn't want to give that position up. Averley, no, rather, Myriad has expanded onto the water as well. Better late than ever. Has got a second dock. So his economy will be shifting a little bit onto water, but it's got to find a way to deal with these gulams, right? Surprisingly enough, Beastie actually heading away. Only to build rams. That's the reason why he was heading away. Just so he could take him out quicker, his opponent. Unfortunately for him, Myriad is going to feel the full force of the rams. Getting that golden age tier 2 now. Averley on the back of this, getting a nice water level. 3 water level already. He's got 3 relics brought in. Very, very nice. That's going to hold him well for the late game. He's going to try and get a town center here, Numadan. But Averley has other ideas, trying to get this stone. Oh, but he's got 2 cataphracts. That's a problem here for Numadan. These cataphracts are going to do a whole lot of damage. I'm not sure if this town center goes up. Those cataphracts are going to kill everything. Yeah, pushes them away. Numadan might have to cancel that town center. Well, maybe not. He's going to try and get it up. Can I just say the chainmail armor on the cataphract is absolutely fantastic. The lion getting to the Imperial Age. That's a problem. That's something that the players are going to have to deal with. Yeah, he deletes it. He's got to really. He has to, really. Here we come with 2 Rams and the Gulams, and Myriad can lose his town centre, and it's looking bad. Because the trouble is that, I mean, whilst some of his economy is on water, which is now being harassed and taken out of by Core, it just goes from bad to worse, right? Like, Myriad still has some fishing ship, but it looks like Fitzroy is going to have to take into some military ships himself if he's going to want to survive. He's got to, right? He's going to go for some Springle ships, and he should have a decent economy to do so, because he's been relatively untouched for quite a while. Does go up with the Relics Cathedral, but no relics brought in just yet. Does have some gilded man-at-arms. I think, yeah, that town centre goes down, of course, and he's looking to get the sacred sites as well. Interesting enough. Water level is back up on 5 there for Averley. Temporarily was down. The Lion chilling in the southeast, looking pretty happy with himself, I suspect. Question is there going to be a big water battle, right? Like, this is going to go down. I think it's just a matter of time, really, that Myriad taps out and gets distracted out, I guess. Gets eliminated. Looks like Fitzroy's going to fight in water. Will he be able to win it, though? That's the question. He's got to if he's going to keep hold of this fishing economy. It's 2 galleys. He does have a hull, though, so he should probably fight this. I'd love to see that. Oh, I didn't put it away quick enough. I just need to get a couple more units, right? It does have a galley coming out. Another 2 galleys. So we able to take a good fight. Hello. Oh, he's not fighting with everything, though. Fitzroy. He's heading back for now. Averley getting to that Imperial Age as well. Lumadan, he might have problems soon because, you know, he knows he's there. Got the Golden Horn Tower for this Castle Age landmark, and he went up with the Foreign Engineering Company here, so he's going to be getting Nestor Bees. The fireworks show about to start here for Averley potentially. We will have to see. Fitzroy it looks like he's going to win the waters. Got to be careful though. Oh no, maybe not, because there's a Attacker Boon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Who knows really. But that's a warship, right? So it must be that Numadan is in the Imperial Age. Sorry, not Numadan. Core. There we are. Core's in the... Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, Core just wins the water here at this point. Fitzroy, he's going to struggle. I don't think he's anywhere near close to the Imperial Age himself. No, he's not. Yeah. Fitzroy's going to die in water. He's going to lose the water economy. That's not going to help him in the later stages of the game, that's for sure. Going to have a very hard farming transition. Now, speaking of transition, now with Beasty unlocking some space for himself, taking out 2 players of the game already. Myriad, yeah, just to confirm, he did go out. Kind of expected that. Now down to the last 6 players. And Beasty taking 2 out means he's got some time to breathe, maybe to boom up himself, right? He's had to invest a lot in military. Would do well now to just get to the Imperial Age himself, which he is doing, by the way. He's going to go up with the Trade Wing Bazaar. Now, this is going to be crazy. Like, I think it's actually really nice because as long as he can maintain a source of gold, he's going to have some really favourable trades, right? And he can also get units. See engagement here. There are a couple of cataphracts there for Numadan against the elite horseman from Averley, but he's got a Hui Hui Pow. The Great Siege coming out for the Byzantines, played by Averley. The Hui Hui Pow going to try and take the keep that is being built. They are both trying to build the keeps. This is where things might get a bit dicey here because, well, Averley should get his keep up eventually, but he's taking a lot of damage from the Lance Connector. We see the flasks being used. And the trample damage coming out for Averley, but he's going to lose the units and he has to delete his keep. It does have the Hui Hui Power to try and take out the keep from blue from Numadan. But that might be sniped by the cataphracts, which are riding in, and they should take that Hui Hui Power. That's unfortunate. Does have a villager trying to repair to try and keep it alive, but it does go down. Big scalp, big damage coming out for Numadan. Looks like the Lance Connector dishing out all sorts of damage. That's really what's changed this fight, I think. That means he went up with the Western Mercenary contract. It's looking good so far. Well, there's the Siege Workshop. And he's going to go to the Imperial Age himself with the Foreign Engineering Company. It's a little bit later than the Imperial Age, but you know, he's going to get there now. And I wonder, wait, is this passable? It looks like it's passable. I mean, does he know about this, Numadan? That's the thing, I'm not sure if he knows about this. I mean, does Averley know about it? Do either of them know about it? We did have the water scattered at some point, but I don't know if he had it recently. It's a bit of a difficult situation, because either player, if they spot that, it becomes problematic. You can get multiple town centres here, Averley. Wait a minute, what? Fitzroy won the waters? How the heck did that happen? Okay, well, apparently he just spammed out units, and, well, Core wasn't able to keep up on that front. That was unexpected. I was expecting him to get more warships, but he actually won the waters. Alright, well, Fitzbro means business, that's for sure. Be a good thing for him, actually, because he's going to need that economy for sure. These units are so expensive, so definitely to keep the waters here. He's in a good spot. Might be looking to redock, though, here. Core, potentially. The Great Wall of Jushi's Legacy coming out for the Lion. Is spotted here by Fitzbro, just harassing him really more than anything. Beasty getting a stone wall and palisade walls as well, walling him out of harm's way from Fitzbro. Building up his economy. Now, I think generally at this point, probably the main fights are going to be coming in between Numadan and Averley. At least you get that sense of that anyway. We'll have to see. But I'm pretty surprised he won Water Fitzbro. Good on him. I think he just outmassed him, right? Because warships would be pretty expensive here. But the Uzutsu coming in for the Japanese. Wait, can they range this? They've got decent range, by the way. Oof. They do have a decent range, guys. 6.5 tiles per sec. 6.5 tiles versus the 7 tiles for the ships. The ships obviously outrange, but if they can get close enough, the Uzutsu will trade well. Ah, they're not doing that much damage. He needs more numbers here. Fitzbro just taking some gold from in the middle. Oh, the Lion has a good position in the middle, actually. Beasty might have to deal with this because the situation for Beasty is lots of resources in the middle, right? Which he's going to want to have access to. He's got 1 gold vein left. It's only a 4,000 tile gold vein, by the way. So there's going to be a big fight for the middle. I love this map generation, got to say, because there's not a lot of resources. I mean, sure, players like Core on the external parts of the map. There's not a lot of gold, right? In fact, Core doesn't have that much. He's got these 2 tiles here, which is protected by a castle, to be fair. Numadan trying to get this one here. Oh, there's a counterfract. I mean, I don't know if you want to be doing this, Numadan. Don't necessarily want to be fighting on 2 fronts. Don't poke the bear. Does get taken down by the Baochuan. And, well, Numadan's poked. The question is, will he be poked back? Oh, I don't know. Is he going to take the villagers? It looks like it. The Beastie thinking the same. Wait, can he get the Imperial Official? No, I can't. That was a bit of a sad one. Would have been pretty cool if you get the Imperial Official. Going to be walling up on the east side. Alright, a couple of units. Well, the Limitani. Pushing away the Cataphracts. And well, Numadan, he finds Core. Core's not happy about that. Core wants those resources for his own civilization for sure. Starting to get those olive grove transition here, Averley. Fitzbro just make sure his gold's secure. But this is a problem situation. I think the next aggression is coming from Beastie, and there it is. It's going to take it a fight against the Imperial Guards. A new unit, actually, by the way, for Jushi's Legacy. A nice cavalry unit. Got 35 melee damage coming out of them. There's a decent number of elite spearmen here for Beastie. I'm not sure this is a fight that really he wants to take here. The line backs away for now, and just feels like Beastie's got the best army composition here in this fight. Might be looking to make a mad dash for things in the middle. Does he have enough for a keep? That might be the play. Doesn't quite yet. Okay, we do see another... Is that... Wait, what's firing? A Huip out? It is indeed. Averley, not messing about. He wants to take a fight to Numadan as best he can. Does deny the war with quite a few of these elite cataphracts, by the way. You know what? I don't think I've seen an elite cataphract before. I want to see how it looks. Holy smokes, that looks so good. Fitzbro again to the Imperial Age himself. And well, what did he go with? Did he go for the Palace of Swabia? Or did he go for... What did he go for? No, he went with the Elsbach, right? So let's just take a look at how many villages he has. Probably has plenty, so... Doesn't necessarily need the... Yeah, it's decent. Decent number. So it's going to be getting the Elsbach Palace in a nice position, actually, because he needs to get this gold, right? And I think really that's important. We do see the redocking here coming in from Core, but, well, Fitzbro is wise to the ruse, and he's aware of the situation. Not sure what took him out in the end. It might have been demolition ships. Looks like Fitzbro wants to go for Core this time. Okay, well, Fitzbro got quite a decent number of units. Got to be careful about the keep. Core getting his army in position. Uzutsu backed up by the elite Onnamusha. They're going to be riding in. Fearsome warriors. Well, I was going to try and burn this keep down. It probably will go down, but at what cost now? Take it back. Village is coming out to repair, and yeah, I mean, I think Core should be fine here. The elite horsemen are trying to get us around, and they will, but I mean, these are gilded horsemen, so it might be tricky. They're not elite yet. They're just gilded ones. He's taking the fight. Ram's going to try and take out the keeps out, but I think he should have enough. The Zutsu should do some splash damage. Does have gilded man-at-arms as well. I mean, it's hard to tell with the Order of the Dragon. I've got to say, these guys are so tanky. I'm not sure if they're quite enough on the Musha. The Rams will get taken. Yeah, eventually. Eventually, these units should go down. But look how much damage they're getting, and they're completely outnumbered, but still, you know, they're still holding their own. Now, water, I'm afraid. Avid has been pushed out. Does have a good Cairo Siphon here. Numadan. And he's taken out the docks. So unfortunately for Averly, he's had to have that transition onto olive groves, and he's going to have to try and keep a good farming economy. He's kind of in a risky spot, right? Right in the middle of the map between a lot of the players. You kind of want that edge security if you can, and Numadan securing up a lot of the map. Now Fitzborough and Core look like they're going to be going at each other. Beasty biding time, getting a lot of walls, and having access to the middle once again. Keeping his enemy apart, away from it, and then I think there's going to be a big fight between Lion and Beastie, right? Because Lion does need access to gold, and this one was kind of more than half taken. Okay, he's going to have to make a dash for the middle. He's stonewalled out, though. Or he was stonewalled out. Right, Avengers coming out forward, made for a keep. Yeah, is indeed the case. He's going to replace a keep that was destroyed earlier. The question is whether Lion will lose his water. So I think they're going to cross paths very soon. Yo, look at those gilded knights. They're absolutely phenomenal. They are getting kind of ripped to shreds though by the... Oh god, yeah, that's bad. These keeps are just demolishing them. The cannon upgrade, that will go down, I think. If it gets another hit on it, it will, anyway, at least. Even if not, it just about gets out of there on its last limbs. Avery looking to stonewall himself and just trying to get some protection. What is that? Fitzborough's awoken a beast. Does have the Elsbeth Palace to defend that area though. Let's take a look what Beasty's doing in terms of resources. I wonder if he's cooking for a wonder. Could potentially be doing that. Possibly, we'll see. The Lion coming in hot with the food. Take a look how much food he's got. Holy smokes. Gets access to a clean access to gold. He'll be kicking. Look at those rams. Those rams will go down eventually. Beastie doesn't have too much to support, but just yet. But hold the phone. Here come two mangonels. And a lot of spearmen. Okay, now he means business. Now he's going to attack, and now the Lion has woken up a beast. He might struggle to hold here. Doesn't seem like he's got all that much, and that's a lot of units here coming from Beastie. He's prepping a big siege push with the mangonels as well. Does have the elite palace guards, the Lion. Not so sure if that's going to be enough here. Okay, a couple of trebuchets coming out for Fitzborough. He's going to be adding in siege into his next push. You see these farms, beautiful. Can I just say one thing? These farms are absolutely beautiful. Recently, I feel like wait a minute. No. It is what it is. All right, units heading in southwards, and well, it looks like Core. He's going to be pushing on the Elsbeth Palace. He's going to try to at least, but I'm not sure he can get that much value. There are a couple of Onamush going to snipe some villagers. I think denying gold will be important, but he's going to need to do more than that. He's going to need to get rid of that Elsbeth Palace, lest he comes into problems. Yeah, Onamush are going to be diving in a little bit, but yeah, most of those guys are going to die. I should say ladies, actually. That's a big force here coming out for Numadan. Averly might feel the pinch of that soon. The engagement in the middle, well, I think trouble is BC getting good foothold here. The Lion might have to back off and try and find another source of gold. He does actually have it technically on the east side. So he might go for that. Numadan about to engage with Averly. Oh, Averly does have the mangonel emplacement inside the outpost. It has been boosted up as well with the extra HP, but oh, look at that. The Cairo Siphon burning it down so fast. Gets a couple of shots on the units, but this is looking bad. I mean, he's going to send his army now, but they're kind of blocked halfway. Taking a bit of time to get there, but Limitane versus Limitane. It's a Byzantine civil war. Does have a nest of bees. This could be great for Numadan with that nest of bees. Fire, fire, fire. There's the fireworks show. It should be okay here. for Numadan, taking the fight, but he does have the defender's advantage here, Averly, so he might be able to survive this. But with more siege on the field coming in the way for Numadan with the Kyro Siphon, this could be a problem. If the Kyro Siphons take out the production buildings, it could get dicey very quick. Beasty moving in the southeast. He's going through this way. Okay, not a bad option. Well, he's holding back air line. Not wanting to take the engagement just yet. Fighting on multiple fronts in this match so far. It's going to be raiding as well quite heavily. Numadan might just get another kill in the game, and will Averly be able to survive? I mean, his resources aren't looking great. He's got plenty of gold, but not much else. Numadan's got plenty of resources of everything, so he can keep spamming out units. He does have Streltsy, a perfect late game unit in a mass. Beasty starting to pressure as well, riding into the heart of the base. He's going right in there. He's going to get some stone walls though. Does have a decent number of rams, but I think Lion should be able to hold on for now. He should be okay with that push. Wait a minute. Core coming in. What's Core doing here? Wouldn't anticipate that. Maybe he's going to try and help out Averly a little bit. Going for Numadan's units. Doesn't seem like a good idea. Probably needs to focus on... I think the bow should be going for Averly both. That's what I would do if I was Core anyway. But look at that. Kyro Siphon's burning down the buildings, and there's only so much that Averly can take of that. Because once he does lose the production, he's not going to be able to get those units to defend himself. And well, Beasty's had to hold back for now. As I say that, he's constantly still streaming in units. He's got to be careful about that, because it should be okay for Lion to hold. Question is, will there be any aggression on water here? Right, Numadan still keeping a lot of the economy idled here for Averly. Yeah, he's only gone down to 88 villagers. This is a problem, that is for sure. Struggling on food, struggling on wood. Maybe if he has a market, he can buy those resources, but, you know, then he'll struggle on gold. Might be losing town center. Oh, we see the Varangian guards coming at elite ones. Holy smokes, check them out. Look at their shields. Coming out with the berserking ability. Absolutely phenomenal. Taking out the Kyro Siphon. It's down to the water level 1, so whatever economy he does have is very slow at gathering. Although actually does have some systems still on the level 5, but yeah, a lot of the farming, a lot of the olive groves going down. Yeah, even he might be close to tapping out here. Feels like there's only a matter of time. But Fitzborough moving on the west side. Well, the Ondamusha came in from Core to help out, take Averly, and maybe he might regret that because now he's being pushed by Fitzborough quite heavily. Is there any siege though? I think Fitzborough would do well to get some siege to take out the keep. There's a decent number of Zutsu. I think the push might be coming to a halt here. He's streaming in units, but perhaps not quick enough. Yeah, these Kyro Siphons. There's still 2 Kyro Siphons there not involved in the fight. If they can get involved. Things going from bad to worse. He's still maintaining villager production. Did make quite a few town centers earlier. There's Kyro Siphons in the south as well. Breaking down the aqueducts. The aqueducts are leaking. And even that's not enough water to stop the burning down of the siege workshop. The aqueduct goes down instead. Averly hanging on for now. For as long as he can. Maybe needs some help from his opponent. Or teammates, or, you know, other guys. So Beasty and Lion just content at the moment, just to hold on, not fight against each other. Showing their respect. He's starting to grip a lot of Varangian guards. He might be just saving up here to go for one big push. And it could be now. It could be now. He's getting burnt, though, with the Kyro Siphons. Oh, yeesh. I mean, they're pretty tanky against that, though. And they do take it out. Streltsy numbers aren't looking healthy enough to deal with this, but if they can just stand their ground and helped out by the Varangian guard of Numadan, he should be fine. Everything else burning around it. I think this is the last stand here for Averly, and he might just tap out here because once he loses this army, it's going to be difficult to replace. It just doesn't have the food. And the Kyro Siphon taking the town center. You can hear the ringing bells, calling the danger. Averly might be going down soon. So Core is walling himself in as well, planning to at least. But with that town center going down, that is the capital town center. I think it was, anyway. No, it wasn't. This is the capital town center. Yeah, this is looking bad. Averly might lose his monastery as well. That'd be lack of gold income. And he doesn't really have anything anymore in terms of resources. Who will be the next player to go out for sure, you'd imagine. That will leave us only 5 more players. Beasty, Numadan, the Lion, Core, and Fitzborough. Oh, this is great for Numadan though. He's going to be yoinking these relics, and that's going to be great for him in the late game. And the Byzantines aren't even that reliant on gold anyway, but that's certainly going to help his cause. The Lion just building up a force. Maybe he wants to be on the aggressive at some point. Oh, this is smart by Fitzborough. Take a look at this. This is actually really smart. I hope this works because this could be a great play. He's down to 80 population cap here, Averley, and now he's getting pushed away. And the Byzantine Civil War has resulted in the Byzantines winning. I guess there's no surprise in that. Wait a minute. Is it just one more landmark? Yeah, I think it's just one more landmark here for Averley surviving. And he might be losing this keep pretty soon. But it's a good push here by Numadan. Had a lot of the water, and he did take the water eventually from Averley, and that's what really hurt him. Like, there was a lot of economy there for Averley, which he lost in a most likely a blink of an eye. Now, the good thing for Numadan is if Averley taps out soon, which he probably will, or maybe just get destroyed soon, then that gives him a big chunk of the land mass, and then he can maybe focus on water, right? If you can take out the water economy that Lion has, then that'll leave him really prone to attacks from Beasty, potentially. Uh-oh. The Elsbach Palace goes down. Well, in the meantime, Core has been cooking with a load of rams. Takes down the Elsbach Palace, and Fitzborough's going to have to do a landmark snipe quickly if he's going to try it, but yeah, with only 3 stables, it's not going to be enough. And Core's going to run into that. He's going to spot it soon, even if he could get a keep on that side. Core with a big push. Fitzborough, looks like his luck is down and out, maybe. He'll have to see if he can hold this. Averley just being a nuisance. Down to 43 villagers. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. He knows he's out. He's held Numadan back for a while and tried to keep him busy. But eventually, even then, he has to retire. We are down to our last final players, 5 players, and might be heading down to 4 because Fitzborough is under all sorts of trouble. And we do see the elite samurai coming in for Core. Going to be sniping that trebuchet, no doubt. He's going to be going up against the elite, or the gilded Landsknechter. Yeesh, that could be a bad fight. I mean, he's got the good numbers though, to be fair. Samurai are tanking it for now. Can I just say the attack notifications or animations are incredible? The skins are so good in Age of Empires 4 right now. They did a great job. The Rams going to be taking it down. The great thing about this push from Core is obviously the siege, right? The Azutsu in the back, the Rams in front of them. It's got the Samurai tanking. And yeah, this is looking bad here for Fitzborough. Starting to lose population pretty quickly. He's going to lose a lot of production as well. And check out that. Core spots this. The keep will be fine there. The question is, who wins out from here? Is it going to be Core? Is it going to be Beasty? Is it going to be the Lion? Is it going to be Numadan? We'll be down to our final 4 players very soon. I don't think Fitzborough will hold this. He does have water economy, but without land presence, I feel there's no way back. That's looking dicey. I think siege is obviously the key aspect of this fight. Fitzborough coming in with the villagers. They are dragon villagers. But yeah, he's going to be attacked by Beastie as well. Yeesh, that's bad. There's no way surviving here. Question is, who takes him out? Is it going to be Beastie or Core? Looks like it's going to be Core. Going to try and survive as long as he can, just like Averley did. Going to try and take out as many rams as he possibly can. Try and take the fight for as long as possible. Beastie will actually spot now that Core is here, right? Get a wrap around on the Azutsu. Does he take the fight there? That's the question, Beastie. He's going to go be aggressive on the west. That does leave him a bit prone to being attacked by the Lion, though. Don't forget, they did have a bit of a tussle earlier. But unfortunately for Fitzborough, he poked a bear. Didn't poke him hard enough because now that bear's poked him back. There goes the town centre. Next will be the Regent's Cathedral and the minework. Interesting enough, Beastie going to chase Core away. He's venturing quite far away from his main base here. Got Elite Desert Raider. There's going to be the Minework Palace going down, and then it just leaves one more landmark, the Regent's Cathedral. Numadan just establishing himself in the middle, right? There's kind of a lot of resources to be had here. Averley did have a good spawn in that regard, but fortunately wasn't enough. A lot of the resources have been taken, though. I think at this point, Beastie's just going to see what's happening. He does have quite a few rams. And mounting the walls with the elite crossbows, they will dish out a lot of damage against the elite samurai. Elite samurai getting on top of them. It just has the numbers, right? Core will win this fight just purely because of the numbers. And there's the Rinks Cathedral. Going to be going down for Fitzbro. It's going to be downing. It's going to be down and out and bowing out. And there it is. We'll be down to our last final 4 players. Wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. Alright, GG's, Fitzbro. Now it's going to be 4 players that remain. Got Core in the northwest, Beasty in the south, the Lion in the southeast, and Numadan in the northeast. And that push from Beasty has been stopped, of course. And the question is, with this kind of situation here, with new frontiers, who's going to be going for a wonder? I wonder. Well, Beasty has the resources to do it. Core doesn't. Numadan doesn't quite yet on the stone. The Lion has resources for it. Now the question is, who goes for a wonder first? The trouble with doing that really is that, you know, you put a target on your back. It's a pretty risky business to do that when it's down to the final 4. So we'll have to see who really goes for it. Now this could be a good spot here in the north for Numadan, because it's kind of out of the way for everyone. I think every player actually has a really good spot for a wonder, right? They kind of all have access to a corner. Although the Lion is a little bit more tricky, right? I think Beasty's spot is kind of our most ideal. Maybe, actually no, I think Core's got the best option really. Because it's very difficult. There's only a very small area that it can be attacked from, and most of his base is here, right? We'll have to see. I feel like Core has a good chance. Trouble for him is he doesn't really have the resources for it. I think the biggest bank is clearly with Beasty. Look how much gold he has. 20,000 gold. It's because of the trade. It's got, well, it's had a trade for a while. 17 traders. How much gold is being brought in? That's the real question. 58, not too shabby. Could be worse. But it looks like Beasty has awoken Core, poked him a little bit, and now Core might be aggressive and push him in the south. There is a keep there for Beasty. That will hold him back for a while. Now Numadan, will he pressurize this water? It's kind of sneaky there in the corner. I think all the players probably quite content in just chilling out here at this point. But who will take the bullet first in terms of building that wonder and putting a target on their back? Who's got the balls of steel? Who's got the metal? Who's got the bravery? We'll have to see. Alright, well, in any case, I'd like to say a very big thank you for everyone who's been supporting the channel. You guys are absolute legends. In particular, you know, even things like liking the videos, it just achieves so much for the YouTube algorithm. And I think we've had a really good month with the new DLC content coming out. Certainly had a lot of fun casting a lot of games, and long may that continue. Wait a minute, what? Did he just delete units? But yeah, in any case, I've had a lot of fun casting Age of Empires 4 content with the new DLC, new civilizations. It's been great, actually. I gotta say, I feel like the game is a bit more revitalized with the new content, new civilizations, new strategies. Almost feels like a new game within a game. Core, just looking to get that sacred site in the middle. Get that little bit of gold trickle. Beasty will be aware of that though. That's interesting. Beasty is extending that trade now to Fitzbro's market. We're just going to trading against the dock, really, actually. There's so much gold's coming in now. I'm 58. Wait, is that what he was trading to before? No, it couldn't have been. I think he was trading to something in the middle. But it's a little bit more risky now, right? Oh, cool. Does he actually know where Beasty is? Because he's kind of going in the wrong direction at this point. But he's breaking down the walls. Quite quickly, in fact. Alright, Beasty is going to have to try and push that back. Lion is... Oh, I'm not so sure about this Core. Awaking 2 beasts at the same time. Yeah, you don't want to wake this army up. Holy moly. Core, you might want to back off there. I don't think the Lion's the target for you, my dude. I think it's going to be Beasty. Wait. Oh no, he's fighting on 2 fronts. Numadan going for Core. I mean, it does feel natural that Core fights off Numadan, and Beasty fights off the Lion, but Core's army is in a weird position. I think he wanted to fight off Beasty. But now he's fighting on two fronts, and that could leave him short in the north. We'll have to see. There's quite a few Chirosyphons from the Byzantines, from Numidan. I think the army's trying to escape, and oh, he's cornered. That is most certainly a trap. Oh, but the Lion's going to let him out? No, maybe not. He's going to wait for the siege to come in, the nest of bees. Oh, wait, you're going to try and get more rams? Oh, no, Core. That's not a good idea. It's going to be a fireworks show. Oh, God, that's a bad shot. Yeesh. Well, yeah. I mean, there's not much to say apart from it's a destruction. They are cornered. They are down and out. There's no way surviving that, I'm afraid, and those guys go down very quickly. Well, at least one good thing is that Core will now be able to actually get those units back at home. Regroup up his army again. He's going to have to, because a creep of keeps is coming forward for the Byzantines from Numidan to get access to that gold. Oh, Beasty getting the stone walls back up again. Core did leave a bit of a wreckage behind, but the Lion couldn't break through. I mean, he's got siege here. Could just burn this down or break it down with the bombards. Oh, let's give a big siege fight. Oh, the nest of bees firing off on the mangonels. Does have 2 bombards to his name here. There's a lot of mangonels though for Beasty. He's going to take out a lot of the infantry. But can those mangonels survive? The 2 bombards should be able to do well. He's got springles as well. I'm not sure Beasty survives with the mangonels, but he does have a lot of units. I take that back. The units just got absolutely melted by the elite palace guards. Mangonels are still alive though. Bombards need to take them out quickly before they do too much damage. Core still has 2 rams there for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. It's taking a long time for the siege to go down, I've got to say. Does take it down eventually. Beasty has had his tier 1 deactivated somehow. I think he might have deleted a building or something that deactivated it. Oh, he spots the trade. The Lion knows about the trade now. That's going to make him a bit more antsy about being aggressive. And now might be a good time for him to be aggressive, because Beasty has 54 military. A lot of population. Obviously, he's got a massive bank of resources, so he should be able to reproduce army or delete villages if he needs to. But Core going to be holding out. There's the golden tier 1 activated again. He's going to need to rebuild that again, of course. To get back to tier 2, but the Azuts are going to take down that keep very quickly. There's a lot of anti-siege, a lot of springles will take care of the Chirosyphons in some way. There's a lot of units there. It's just, wait, it doesn't have much of a meat shield. It's only Azutsu and springles. He's got to get out of there. I think Numidan should be able to win that fight. Here come the Samurai, though. A Samurai can be engaged, but there aren't that many. They are committing suicide, basically, at this point. An engagement in the south. Oh, this could be a big fight. And that's an important bit of gold there for Beasty. He does have plenty in the back, though. How much he's got? 33,000 in that bank. The bombards, they're not... Yeah, there we are. Finally stung to fire on the keep. They took their sweet time. Looks like a big push coming in from the east, from both the north and the south. And looks like the Varangian guards coming in for the Byzantines, sniping a couple of the siege units. Now, if the Byzantines can get on top of this production, that's a problem for Core. Does need some siege here, though, to try and do that. Lost a lot of the Chirosyphons earlier. We do well to bring them back. A lot of Ghulams going to be fighting up against the elite horsemen. Or the Yuan raiders, rather. Quite a few palace guards. I think this is a fight that the Lion might just win here. It's got lots of units coming in the background, and these are elite Chukunu. Now, they're not the greatest against heavily armored units, but they're not the worst either. Quite a few elite crossbows there for Beasty, but it doesn't feel like just numbers-wise is winning. It's got another bombard coming out. If you can take that outpost, that would be strong. And in the north part of the situation got a little bit worse for Core. And, well, he was pushed hard. He taps out. He lost the forward position, and he felt there was no way to come back from that against the Byzantines. That leaves you, ladies and gentlemen, just down to our 3 players. You've got Beasty in the south, fighting the Lion in the east. But Numidan in the north. And now I feel like Numidan is in a really strong position, right? He hasn't angered any of the bears. And, I think Numidan can just chill. He's just going to let these guys kill each other. That's probably the way forward. Let's see what the resources are like, because Beasty did have a lot of resources in the bank. So he's going to have to reproduce this army very quickly. The trouble is it's being kind of over-swarmed and overrun. Jushi's legacy producing like anything, and he's got a pretty good bank himself for resources. Doesn't necessarily have as much gold, but if this push becomes sustained, it could be dangerous for Beasty. He does have a couple of culverins that will do well against the bombards. The bombards, do they get close enough to take out the culverins? Not enough to one-shot there, only 2 bombards. And he loses a bombard. Might get 1 culverin for his efforts, but yeah, this is a strong pushback for Beasty. And now, where does the Jushi's legacy played by the line? Where does he go from here? Well, they're going to need more units, and they need to start grouping together. He's streaming them in, and might be struggle to keep up. Well, he's starting to win that front 9 formation, and the good thing is he does have a couple of nested bees on the way. But the culverin is the issue. This might turn into a bit of a siege fight, a siege fest, and Numenor going to get their sacred site in the north. And he has a lot of relics to his name, I suspect, by now. But a bit of a meat grinder situation here between Beasty and the Lion. And I think Numenor doesn't take this fish, actually. I think he'd be fine to lead this fish. And Beasty committing to that wonder. Numenor's going to have to get involved. It's down to the final 3 players. Beasty's confident. Although, yeesh, this could be bad. He needs to get security of this area. He's getting the wonder whilst he's being pushed, and that's going to aggravate Nomadan to join the fight as well, right? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's got potential sacred site victory. That's smart by Numenor. This could be tricky because the sacred site timer is quicker than the one timer, of course. 15 or so minutes on that thing. Sacred tracker? Wait, what? Okay, that's annoying. Wait. Do we not have a... Oh, man. We don't have a sacred site timer, do we? I thought we used to. Or maybe if I go to his position. On Numenor's player position. Do we see it? No, we don't. Oh, my God. Yeah. I could have sworn that we had some way to see the sacred site timer. But apparently not. That's actually very annoying. Well, I guess we're going to just have to try and guess it. I mean, at the end of the day, we know that it's going to be before the Wonder Victory timer, so it does mean that Numenor actually got the target on his back now. But the trouble is that, I mean, where do you... like, this is actually going to work out pretty nicely for Beasty, because if he takes out the sacred sites, then his Wonder is going to have like 2-3 minutes on it, right? Now, the Lion's going to have to focus on the sacred site issue, because that's the kind of the nearest threat, right? Unless he goes for Beasty's Wonder first, which would be tricky because the sacred site timer won't have that much time on it. I think he's got to address the sacred sites, right? He's got to decap one of them. Beasty heading north though, with his elite desert raiders. Yeah, all they need to do is deactivate the sacred site. Yeesh. There's a lot of Kyrosiphons though coming to the south. They're going to have to head back pretty unguarded. Yeah, Numenor, he spots it. He knows there's an issue. He knows the desert raiders are coming. Beasty is in position. He does have a lot of numbers. I'm not sure there's enough Limitani to hold this back at all. There's a couple of them. Wait. Okay, he's got the movement speed. He's going to go for the one on the north? Quite possibly. Okay, splitting up his army. That's actually kind of smart here for Beasty, because a lot of the armies are mobile here for Numenor. Doesn't have that movement speed that Beasty has. Although he does have mangle now emplacements inside the keeps. And got to be careful about not losing too many numbers just to go around into the base here for Beasty. Keeping up with Limitani on that northern sacred site of the trio. They're all pretty quite close to each other as well, which is kind of tricky. Makes it easier to defend here for Numenor, right? If they were more spaced out, we'd have to split up his army a little bit more. At least positionally. Going to go for the sacred site in the east. Does have a keep there as well. This is going to be tricky to actually decap, I think. But the Lion, is he going to get involved? I mean, if he attacks Beasty now, Beasty will be all sorts of trouble. Trying to decap that sacred site. But he can't. Not whilst he still has units on it. Well, this does actually stop the timer, by the way. Just so you know, it's a new patch that would technically stop the timer, the fact that he's on the sacred site. But, I mean, he won't be able to deactivate it, right? So once the villages, or the units are taken out, like they are on the east sacred site, the timer will start ticking again. Just not enough desert raiders yet. It needs a sustained push there for Beasty, and I'm not sure he's going to manage it. The Lion, not really getting involved that much, to be fair. I have to be honest, it's a bit confusing. Probably feels like he wants to get a big push together once and for all, but maybe he was hoping Beasty will deal with it. But it is going to have to be him. I think it's probably only about 5 minutes on that sacred site timer next left, and this is a dicey one because Numadan looks like he's in a good spot to defend, right? He's got a lot of resources, a lot of olive oil to spend still. He's going to get a lot of production. He needs to make everything really quite messy in terms of pathing. If we can just get a lot of productions here, then that'll be easy to defend and get the defensive reinforcements in quickly. Lion needs to do something with this push coming in from the west for Beasty. Gonna have another crack at the whip Beasty here. It's quite a bit of siege though. With the 2 Mangonels and followed up by another 3. It might need I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably the best way to try and deal with all the units, but it's got to find a way to try and camp on these sacred sites somehow. Got elite cataphracts, elite Landsknechte, elite Limitani. I'm sure there's an elite Varangian guard there too. There we are. Alright, the Lion gearing up for a fight in the middle. Might be good to try and coordinate this one for these guys. And the trouble is for the Lion is that he's kind of caught in between too, right? Because if Beasty times this really well to decap the sacred site and he's only like 2-3 minutes before his wonder is there, and that'd be ideal. The only other thing to think about is if Beasty can delay the sacred site timer quick enough, like for long enough, for his wonder victory timer to be lower, that could be the option. Gonna get a keep here. Numadan, he's turtling up, he's defending up. Wonder if there's another way here for Lion. Seem like it, not through those stone walls. So I think the Lion's obviously in a tricky position because he kind of wants Beasty to take the sacred sites and then he needs to take out the wonder. With this number of mangonels, could that be the way? That's a lot of mangonels, guys. Yeesh. Yeah, he's going to get some keeps up himself. That helps him stage a good ground to attack with. Got 10 mangonels. And actually, to be honest, these production builders being here, the choke points, is actually a good thing for Beasty. There's no anti-siege here. Numadan, he's under fire. He's in a lot of trouble here. He might not be able to hold this. Not with this number of mangonels. Has a keep, but I mean, those mangonels will even be able to focus on the keep. Look at this. This is smart by Beasty. He's making a huge choke point. Like, all he has to do is win this fight, and there's no anti-siege. There's no culverins. There's no springolds. It's not looking good for Numadan. Because all he has to do here, Beasty, is just camp on that sacred site long enough. Unfortunately, we can't see the sacred site timer. That's kind of bugging me. But we have to make do with what we have. There's like a decent number of hand cannon here as well. Oh, Triumph ability comes in. That's smart. He just rides through the units, right? And is now able to actually sit on top of the mangonels. But with one keep there, those cataphracts won't last for too long. And another keep coming up pretty soon. That's an absolute decimation of units. Beasty is trying to hold on for as long as he can. But the cataphracts riding in, I think that did the most damage. The Triumph ability, or the... Holy smokes, the trample ability, rather. Making sure they get close, and that's the way to do it. That's such a good unit, actually, when you think about it. That's the only ability that can do that. He breaks in, takes out the mangonels, and all of a sudden now, he does have the anti-siege springolds. Better late than never. And the sacred site timer can't be too far off. I think he might need to... I think this is it. Because if you took like the wonder tracker timer, it's gone down. Beasty, did he delete the wonder? In any case, it doesn't matter too much because I think he deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it because he wants the Lion to be aggressive, right? Because the Lion won't be aggressive until... Oof, this is bad. There's only 3 minutes until the sacred site timer goes down. I think Numadan might just be winning this, ladies and gents, because Beasty deleted his wonder. Maybe to try and entice the Lion to try and go for the sacred sites. The Lion playing passively. I think he's down and out. I think he's given up. The Lion AFK. Either way, it's just only Beasty that's trying it. Yeah, Beasty surrenders. And that only leaves Lion and Numadan left. And, well, obviously, there's only one winner for them. Numadan and the Byzantines take this 8-player Mega Random Nomad FFA. Hope you guys enjoyed the casted game. And, well, it was a good one. Hopefully, if we see more likes on the videos, if we get up to, say, like 150 likes on the video, maybe we'll cast some more Nomad FFAs. Let me know in the comment section below if you do like seeing Nomad FFAs. I know a lot of people like seeing the 1v1s. In any case, hope to engage with you guys soon and chat with you in the comment section. Take care and see you next time.